I was a little bit shocked. Okay, don't, well, no, you might take on it if you not do that. Just sort of finish it, and then you can stretch a little bit, though. But it does open the door to a topic. But before I go to that topic, I have a question. The basic questions about music. Happy or sad? Don't think too hard. If you have to think that hard, then something's not right. Just immediate reaction. Do you think it's happy or sad? That. Oh, you guys think there was this nutty comedian years ago, and he would tell these jokes. You know, he was pretty funny. He had one joke, and he would hold the microphone to his mouth, and he would go, "I'm feeling kind of hyper." That was a joke, because it was like completely wrong, right? I mean, if you're feeling hyper, you say, "I'm feeling hyper." So let's try that again. Is it happy or sad? That's better. Enthusiasm. Oh, well, is it enthusiastic music, or is it sort of more sort of intellectual and deep thinking music? Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. It's enthusiastic. It's pretty deep thinking too, but I mean, you know, what comes first to mind? It's like, you know, association, word association, or character association, or you see a painting. You like to go to art museums? Yeah. You go to the museum, and you know, some paintings you're going to like more than others. But you look at it, and especially contemporary art, you know, abstract. It's not a picture of something. It's art. And the first thing is, how does it make you feel? What do I see? Oh, I see bright orange. It makes me excited. Or I see this awesome dark. Dark that makes me feel kind of cool, scared. You know, there's an immediate reaction to things. Even like what you eat, put the food in front of you. You know, it's like, oh, yeah, broccoli. You know, oh, French fries. Oh, happy, right? So it's like, okay, this piece by Haydn, this particular piece, this movement of this piece, is enthusiastic and happy. I think we can agree on it. Maybe not every note of it, but generally. So when you play really well together. You play very You want to make mistakes. Okay. It's good not to want to make mistakes. But I want to encourage you to like lift your heads up and share the excitement with us. Share your enthusiasm with us. You know what I'm talking about? If you go on it, you guys go to concerts? You go to classical concerts? We just go to like pop music. I don't know anything about pop music. I'm totally lost. You tell me the name of a group, like, what? I have no idea. I'm totally, the quintessential classical music very gets me. Well, I like jazz, but anyway. So go to concerts. You can sometimes hear great performances, but people are just a little bit this way. Most of the great artists aren't like that, admittedly, and then you see somebody play, I mentioned Yo-Yo Ma earlier. I mean, you just can't help but to feel great when Yo-Yo Ma's playing, right? Have you ever seen Yo-Yo Ma? Maybe not live, but you've seen him play. You can't help it. Or Itzhak Perlman. You seen Itzhak Perlman? I mean, you might have seen more recently some of the younger artists, but Perlman is amazing. But just smiles the whole time he's playing. He just smiles, you know. And so you get incredible energy, and they share their feelings with you visually as well as musically, and it connects. There's no rule about how much you should move when you play. There's no rule about or how little you should move. There's no formula for that. It's individual, right? But I do think there are some basic things. You understand what the nature of music is. You feel that, and there's some physical emotion that ties into that. But even more importantly, things you're doing in the music make us know that. So what I'm missing from you guys is a clear sense of how you're feeling about the music, or how you should feel, and then how we should feel, right? Does that make sense? Yes, nod knowingly. Smile. Yes, we get it. Okay, let's try again. Even if you don't, just say you don't. Already, the upbeats are such an interesting thing, aren't they? So you have, let me see. I'll grab there. You're a little bit. In your brain, you can be cutting. But you're a little Let's do it. Let's do that. Let's try that one. Let's imagine. Let's together. Let's count out loud. 2 whole measures before you present. We're gonna go. I'll do it first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pom pom, and then you play. But you have to count out loud with me. Not doing it alone. We're quartet now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes a little coordination. But this is, I was talking to the Mozart group earlier about pulse and how many beats we're counting. Now this is pretty much in 4. You're probably not going to count 1, 2, because that would get a little heavy and maybe not so joyous anymore, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 in so many different ways. Just like what I said, is it happy or sad? And you said the word happy, but you didn't convey happiness, right? So you can count in 4 in a joyous and happy way, or the other way. You could count 1, 2. It's still 4 beats. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go one step farther than we just did. Following along your part with your eyes, let's count the same 2 bars that we did, but instead of playing, let's count in the character of the music. Does that make sense? So when we get to bar 1, is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So when I went 1, 2, 3, you know why I did that? What's the music where on your page? What's the music where I said that? Like, what do you have? If you were paying attention, you have 8. Yes, say again, louder. Half notes. And half notes are not 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I mean? Yes? So, if we can feel that, then we're more likely to do it. So let's try. We're going to count 2 prep measures, and then we're going to do this with you. You're not going to play yet. Then we might have one person play, and the other people count. That's always fun. Okay. Here's we're going to count. There's 2 before you come in, right? Before the music actually starts, we're going to count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do it together. Teamwork. Ready? I'll lead though. That's another conversation. Leading and changing. Because if you lead, people might not follow. If you follow, people might not lead. So you have to breathe together and be friends, right? So you kind of have to do it together. But anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Measure 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, etc., etc. You sit there thinking, this is weird. It's actually not. I mean, it's the basis of what we're doing, right? I mean, it's fundamental, I would call it. Because it's taking the music. I mean, we use the instruments and I was talking to the previous group, the Villalobos group, about, well, it's kind of a song you have to sing. Well, I was talking to Mozart as well, because Mozart operatic. Connecting in multiple ways to our feeling of the music. Connecting. The instrument is, that's how we execute it through the music, right? And we have to be able to tie that all together. There are layers to all of this. So sometimes we have to pull one of the layers out. One of the layers is counting like this. One of the layers is how we breathe, how we deal with rests. That place where you add all the extra time, which maybe you could do it, but the way you did it, to me, didn't make sense, being honest with you. But maybe there's a way to do it. But if you do it, you have to sell it to us. You have to make us believe it. Right? Okay, let's go back to playing now. And I might count along every once in a while. But I want you to just, the biggest thing for me is you all feeling the spirit of it. You can play together. You can play the notes in the piece. You're handling all that really well. Now we have to really engage with the music in such a way that we know that it's happy. Everyone has to feel happy. And we're going to ask everybody. If there's one person in this room that says, that doesn't sound happy to me, then you will not have succeeded. That's the challenge. Okay? You're going to play from measure 1, and we're going to go not too far. Let's see which good place to start. Do you have measure measure 16. We're going to play just the beginning of measure 16 and we're going to stop. 16 measures you're going to play. That's how long you have, well not really because you should get it from the first note, but you have to convince us that you are happy and that the music is happy. And that everything you're doing is conveying what this music is all about. Okay, we're all here, we're ready, we want to get our money's worth. We paid a big ticket price and we want to feel like every penny of that $162 we paid for our seat. We're getting it in the energy that you're giving us. Okay, let's do it. One more time. Beginning, and we stop at measure 16. I want you to play 16 measures of it, and do all you can in those 16 measures to make us feel the character. You're going to be trying something new. No, it's fine. I don't even know if there is a perfect edition of this piece. That's not a problem. Right? Okay, what did you think? Happy? Kind of? Getting there, right? Okay, that's a start. I thought so too. I think you weren't all the way there yet, but you definitely made a big step forward. Right? Yeah? So? What do you have to do then? Reply individually or as a group? What do you have to do, like literally playing the instrument? What kinds of things do you have to do to make us understand that? Say again? Well, sometimes louder. I mean, we can start with the basic things, louder, softer, faster, slower. I think your tempo was good. Actually, when you first started, it might have been a little zippy. This tempo now is good. So right now, speaking of the tempo's good. Louder, softer, yeah, more dynamic contrast. And you can use whatever is suggested in your editions. Haydn probably wrote very few dynamics because he traditionally didn't write very many dynamics. But just contrast of dynamics, right? What else? What else can you do? What about the thing we were talking about at the beginning, the upbeat? So right now, the upbeat's sort of like, okay, it's a little shy. What if it's not shy? Do you think the music is shy? No, it's not shy. So, be more confident. So, confidence in your gestures, right? What else do we do, like with our bows? What do we do with the bow? What kinds of things do we do with the bow? When we move the bow, we call it a bow stroke, right? The bow stroke. Different kinds of bow strokes. Articulation. So, what I find happens with you guys, one of the things that keeps it from feeling happy is that the bow strokes are too sort of in the string and the same all the time. And I think you could vary that quite a lot. Now, you don't have to go completely wild with it, but I think, like, it would be too much, right? But, that feels sort of down to the nose, right? So, in fact, let me just try something once. It's a little unfair. I'm going to have you sit out, because I don't play those instruments. That's the only reason. If I played one of those, well, that's all, but they're both violins, aren't they? I don't play the violin. So, and I'm going to play your part. But what I'm going to try to do is convey to you some of the kinds of things that we can do to feel a little more happy. Okay. But the upbeat still has to be more complicated. Okay? And that's up to you. You are the upbeat provider. Okay, so can you maybe breathe a little bit? Do it out loud once. Some people do it in real life too, on stage. I've heard it many times. I probably have, actually. No, I probably have. But the breathing is fundamental to playing the instrument. Oh, but we can hold our breaths and play. It's true, but breathing is so connected to what we're doing. So even right from the beginning, bum, just a little bit of that. And the reason I said it was awfully hard to know where the downbeat was going to come. So that was the first indicator. Shout it out. No wrong answer. Dynamic changes, right? What about like use of bow in particular? Because that's where I was going with this. Did I do always the same bow stroke, or did I vary it a little bit? I think that was a big part of it. And yes, you're right. Dynamic changes. I made the dynamics a little clearer. They're not as extreme as they would be in Brahms or Schumann or something like that. But they're still dynamic, or Beethoven, right? But still dynamics have varied a little bit more. What about for the two of you playing when I was playing? And I don't mean to put you in a bad spot. I just wondered what you felt coming from me while you were playing with me. What did you notice? What felt different? More energy. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, because that was something that I would hope to have. More energy. More positive, happy energy. That's the thing that, and we have to stop and move on. But that's the thing I want to say to you the most, and that has to be like, I think your primary focus now, as it ties into all the other things that you do. Because I mean, I literally listening to you, didn't feel the need to like break down and tell you you weren't together. Because I think that stuff you were doing really, really well. So now you've got to just bring the thing to life, right? Just enjoy it more. Be happy. Don't just say happy. Be happy. And when you say happy, say it happily. Yeah? All right, great. Thank you very much.